Hi, my name's Craig. If you haven't met me yet, I'm trying to go to Mars and I need your help. So, I've already said why I want to go to Mars in my very brief introduction video to my application, but I wanted to expand on it a little bit. Mars has been my dream for the past 7 years. I have 3 basic plans now. But I heard about Mars 1 after I joined the military, so my hands are a little bit tied for the brief moment. I have a 3-year contract. Well, obligation. It's different for officers, but I have a 3-year obligation. After that, I can leave at any time. That's the difference between commission and enlistment, which is great. But yeah, 3 years, my hands are tied. I'm stuck in the Army. No problem. I'm learning great things, and I love my job. But why do I want to go to Mars? I'm going to live a long life if I don't die by some other means. My grandfather on my mother's side is in his 90s, as is his wife. My other grandfather, unfortunately, passed away very recently. He was 85. He had been a 3 beer a day kind of guy, and he smoked a Pall Mall a day, a Pall Mall pack of Pall Malls a day for years. And then when he started having heart attacks, he quit smoking. Actually, no, first he quit drinking in a day. Then he quit smoking the day after when that was messing things up. And he fought a failing heart for about 30 years. Then he had cancer. First bladder, and then it turned into bone. Then he had to have a heart valve replacement. And then that broke. So then he had medicine for the cancer, medicine for the heart, medicine for the blood, medicine to keep everything from interfering with each other, plus a busted heart valve, plus 2 cancers. That's what it took to kill this man. Yeah, he was good. And he was a really funny guy, and he is sorely missed. But if I don't die by some other means, and his wife is also in her 80s, approaching her 90s. If I don't die by some other means, I will live a long life. Now, the typical American dream is, work hard, housewife, picket fence, wife, 2.5 kids, a dog, grilling in the backyard, and going to 4th of July watching fireworks. Yay! Well, that's not a bad life, but it's not for me. I would spend the last 10 years of my life when I had no opportunities left, looking back on all the missed opportunities to do something different, to try something new. And at that point, I would probably sneak away at night, go to a bar, start drinking, and asking myself the most horrible question, which fills me with such fear that I can't convey. Why didn't I do something different? Even if I failed, I still could have said, I did something. I tried. I gave it my best shot. I stood toe to toe with fate, and I took my hits like a man. If I can't say that, my life will be a hell. Worser than any nightmare of Dante, because it was one of my own making. My little cousin asked me, why do you want to go to the moon? Why do you want to go to Mars? There's no people there. Well, there's going to be. There's going to be one way or another. Some of us are just too restless. As Tolkien said, not all those who wander are lost. When people came to you, when the Vikings first went to Greenland, and then were followed by St. Brendan the Navigator, and then a whole bunch of other people, and then all of a sudden, Christopher Columbus found America. Hey! Yeah, I don't like that, man. But when that happened, and when we suddenly said, oh, wow, there's a whole other place over there, that had a huge ramification on everything that we knew. Because then we had some tangible evidence. It was not necessarily completely accurate, but we had some tangible evidence for the fact that the Earth was round. At the point in time that was there, they thought that everything was flat. So Earth is round. Whoa! We could sail a shorter way to India. Turned out not to be the case, but work with me here. The same thing's going to happen when you have people on two different planets, separated by such great distances that you cannot have a conventional war, yet still able to communicate, although there is going to be some slight delay before we can have quantum communication set up where you have instantaneous qubit communication, which is reliable. We're working on it. It's been a hit and miss, but I'm excited. There was a quantum, the way they described it was like a bicycle wheel. We had a central hub and a whole bunch of radials going out that had been working for about 2 years, but it's still a work in progress. So give that time. And the point is that the perspective of everything's going to change. Neil Armstrong said that when he was standing on the moon, looking back, he was overtaken by something that every astronaut who has ever stepped on the moon, ever looked down on Earth in the International Space Station, has confirmed with him. It's a perspective that makes all politics seem so petty, seem so pointless, that we just want to grab these guys by the neck, yank them up there, and say, look at this, look at that. Just look at what we all are. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense from a first look, but space is so huge. Our little blue marble is so small. We don't need to be fighting. So hopefully by going from a blue marble to a red marble, we can help spread that perspective. Now, I'm not saying everything's going to be all, rainbows and roses, but I have high hopes. So, again, it's my third video, and I'm still new at this, so leave some comments that for what's constructive criticism. I expect a few. Otherwise, please subscribe. Cheers.